Welcome to Gifty Etc. Today's video is going to be filmed upside down. That may be a little annoying, but the reason that I have my planner facing towards me is so that I can talk about lefties. Any of us who are left-handed and have to write in a ring-bound planner often have complaints that it's difficult to write really close to the planner. So I wanted to show you how I handle this problem. Part of the things that I do in order to write left-handed in the planner is to leave just a bit of space right here next to the rings. I don't write all the way up to the rings of the planner. And the reason I don't write all the way up to these rings is because if I did, my hand would be right here hitting the rings. So I go ahead and I write a little bit further to this side. It's pretty easy to do, but I don't waste this space. In fact, I'll use this space to do things like write notes to myself. Added 10, 27, 13. So maybe I'll write the date that it was added. If I do that, I lay my hand right here and right above here. It's not perfectly comfortable and it's not going to work fabulously all the time. So here are some other things I do to make the issue a little less serious. As a lefty, I put my project pages right here at the front of the planner. But the meat of my planner, the parts that I actually use all the time, like the monthly pages and the weekly pages, are going to go in the middle of the planner. If you do that, the area that the rings stick out in is much smaller, and you have a lot more ability to write into the planner. You can also turn your planner slightly this way, and that will help you write right along this line, the line that is tricky, the side of the page that is very, very tricky. In addition to keeping my planning pages right in the middle of the planner instead of up front where the rings would get in my way more, I also have a layout, and I am going to turn this around so you can see that layout. I have a layout that focuses most of my activity Monday through Thursday, and that is when I get most of my stuff done, on the side of the planner that's easiest to write on. When I write on this side of the planner, my hand is nowhere near the rings. I'm going to turn it right back around and show you. So when I write on this side of the planner, my hand nowhere near the rings. When I flip it over and write over here, my hand is near the rings, so I turn the planner slightly and write in this area of the planner. Another thing that helps, this first column right here, the one next to the rings, is filled with things like due dates or little notes. But because I have a design that has the first column with due dates, the second column with things that need to get done today, and the third column with things that I want to get done today, most of the time I'm writing away from the rings. It's only the due dates that happen on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday that cause me to write directly next to the rings. Those things don't happen all that often. Most things are actually due in the middle of the week because that's when I have time to take care of them. Finally, another thing that I do is at the back of my planner I have my supply kit. This bulks it up a little bit, and that seems silly until you think about it keeping the rings from protruding quite so much. So as a lefty, a couple of tips. Turn your planner slightly when you want to write on it, and that will help you to deal with the ring problem. And put your bulk pages right in the middle of the planner. Finally, think about the line that runs next to the rings and use it for small notes or a dedicated purpose instead of using it for everything that you write into your planner. If you want to learn more tips about using a planner, you can go to giftyetc.blogspot.com.